The man, in order to please his white moonlight, actually used family rules to punish his fiancée and even forced her to apologize to the white moonlight. At this moment, the woman finally woke up from her dream. In the next second, she was even driven out of the house by the man. The woman in the rain kept recalling those heartbreaking words of her boyfriend. She had never expected that she would end up like this. It turned out that the woman was originally the daughter of the richest man and also a world-class top painter. For the sake of that scumbag, she concealed her prominent identity, gave up the fame and success that were within her reach, and secretly helped the scumbag's company to rise to the top of the industry. But all she got in return was being kicked out of the house. Meanwhile, the scumbag was still waiting at home for the woman to come back and admit her mistakes. After learning from his assistant that the woman had no intention of coming back, he asked the assistant to prepare the car and planned to go out to look for her. Little did he know that at this time, the woman's childhood friend arrived in time and carried the fainted woman away. This scene happened to be seen by the scumbag who was on his way there, which made him mistakenly think that this was the reason why the woman didn't want to go home. After the woman woke up, her childhood friend comforted her with kind words. Thinking about all the grievances she had suffered recently, her heart completely cooled down and she was determined to break off the engagement. When the woman returned home, she threw out the divorce agreement and coldly asked him to sign it. Then she went straight upstairs to pack her luggage. The scumbag, however, became suspicious and chased after her, questioning whether she had an affair with her childhood friend. The woman didn't want to answer his question and said that they had been together for 3 years, but she didn't even have a proper status. She asked him how he had the nerve to ask so many questions. Facing the woman's accusations, the scumbag seemed to realize that he had misunderstood her. So he picked up a necklace from the side and handed it to the woman, saying that the white moonlight was just a business partner and that he just needed the white moonlight's help for tomorrow's art exhibition. He also forcefully declared that he would announce at tomorrow's exhibition that the woman was his wife. After saying that, the scumbag left. The woman watched the scumbag's leaving figure and her heart wavered, giving the scumbag one more chance. Who would have thought that on the day of the art exhibition, the woman showed up at the venue wearing a gorgeous dress, full of expectations that the scumbag would keep his promise. However, things didn't go as expected. Standing in front of a group of reporters, the scumbag loudly announced the news that he was going to marry the white moonlight. This news was like a heavy blow, and the last glimmer of hope in the woman's heart was instantly extinguished. In a fit of anger, she grabbed a glass of wine and splashed it directly onto the famous painting worth hundreds of millions. Everyone gasped in shock. Immediately after that, the woman threw the painting onto the ground, then quickly took out a lighter from her bag, clicked it on, publicly announced her identity as the creator of the painting, and then set the painting on fire in front of everyone. However, the story had just begun. Click on the lower left corner to find out the whole story.